Well, that's good, Doris. What I'd like to suggest here is we could do a couple of visuals. I find these are really helpful for both. It will help you actually realize your life is kind of like in a picture, and we can look at it from standing back, and you know what, we find that it helps a lot, and it really builds on character and strength. The first one I have that I'm going to suggest is an eco map, and that's basically what we're going to do is your social circle. You know, what is your life, where are your strengths, you know, where would you look. So let's I'm going to bring that up here, and I happen to have an idea here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to get you to draw that. There's a paper and a pen, and we'll be able to work on that. I'll quickly describe this to you. The middle would be you, and then spreading out for all of these, we would have, do you have a family doctor? That would be your family doctor. Any brothers or sisters? Work colleague? Well, hopefully we're going to get that real soon for you. So, and then just some of your other friends, maybe even there is just neighbors that you know that you say hello to, but that, you know, are providing you just that little bit of social interaction, you know, that I think is important, and it's going to get to where you want to be. So really it's just your social circle. So you just start there, like I say, a little circle in the middle, and you know, your first one would be your son, I'd assume. Jarvis is number one, and Mom number two. And I guess, yeah, Dad, even though at the moment he is he currently on any charges for some of these? I see there was kind of a violent situation where the police had to be called while you were still residing together. And are there any criminality charges to that are still pending, or?
No, I decided not to press charges against him after the altercation, just the restraining order, so he can get space and he can get the help he needs, and I can get the help that I need.
Okay, and is he, just let me ask while we're putting that down there, is he open and willing to maybe some counseling himself? You know, if it will get him, you know, to spend some time with Jarvis. I just want to know maybe his...
I'm not entirely sure. I really hope he'd be willing to do that.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Yeah, that wasn't just, I just wanted to know. You know, we want to see maybe how we can address that. That's not important at the moment. We want to get you strong and get you into a position where you are able to be self-sustainable and and you're going to want to put your church there and your religion there. Do you, when you, after church, does the group maybe sometimes get together and go for a tea or something like that?
Usually in the basement where they do the children's service after the whole service is over, they do like a kind of mini sandwiches with like tea and coffee.
Yeah, that's
nice.
Very nice. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. So you must be able to make some connections there too. That's important. That's important. We want to keep you mentally able to be social. I can see from here that it's a bigger circle than maybe that we had thought at first. You see how many supports you have. That's good. That's good. All these little things that we sometimes don't realize, you know. And like I said, we put them onto a visual, and it really shows us we have a lot more than what we realize. Yeah. Even just doing that, you know, makes us feel good. Wow, look, I do have a lot of, you know, I do have a lot of contacts in places. Yeah, that's really good. That's good. Yeah, if you don't mind, I'll just have a quick look. So you do have a family doctor?
Yes.
And who's Victoria? Is that?
She's one of my friends that I was really close with when I was in high school, but I
Okay.
still communicate with over Facebook.
Okay, so that would be one of your peers. And how is she? How is she like geographically? Is she close?
She's fairly close by.
Okay.
She's right now in college, so she
Yeah.
does have a busy life as well.
Yeah, that would be a good inspiration. What is she doing? If you were, you were close in school, maybe you're.
Yeah, she's actually taking a fitness and health promotion.
Okay.
Yeah. She
Okay.
wants to become a personal trainer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that something that you would think of or no?
No, for me, I've always loved cooking and baking, but I also, when I was in high school, did some work with elderly in a retirement home. So I always thought it would be kind of nice to work at a retirement home, maybe as like a chef or something.
Yes, absolutely. That's a really good avenue I think that we could follow up on, because there's a lot of opportunity for that, and there's quite a few colleges. I know Humber College here has programs that, like I said, a second career we can probably get you into, and they have many partnerships with that. And the other part about that is you're able to interact with the elders, and they are in just as much need, of, and especially if you've cooked them something really good, they're going to be your friend.
Yeah.
Okay, here's your aunt. So Aunt Allison, and where's Allison? I'm sorry. And where is she, like, geographically?
She lives in St. Catharines.
Okay, so it's not really that far.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really that far. It's about an hour and a half or so down the QEW, right? So, okay, and we have church and Pastor Bill, so, and the cooking and baking. I think that's really important that, you're getting a lot of the cooking and baking. Maybe that's an avenue. Would you consider maybe doing that?
Yeah.
Going back to school for that, because it's sounding like we're getting to the cooking is an important part of your life.
Yeah, it's something that I really enjoy doing.
Yeah, and that's, important being young. I think that if you can find yourself and find what you're really excited about and a passion early, you'll really be able to go places. And you are still young. You've got, your life ahead of you. I think that's a great idea. So, you know what? I think we're going to look into that. I'm glad that you did this. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a photocopy when we're done of it. And I think, what, it's important. I'm going to let you take it, and maybe in between now and next week when we see each other again, you can maybe just add a little more or think about it a little more, because I think it bring you some real positive.
Yeah.
Okay, the second one we're just going to do, it's called a critical timeline. Now don't take that the wrong way, meaning critical, having to be negative. What it is, just some of the important things that have happened in your life, and we'll look at those and how they've impacted you, and maybe what we can do to address any other psychological issues other than the unemployment or something maybe you want to deal with.
Okay.
Okay.
So you want to start from birth?
Yeah, just start from your birth, and what you would consider important in your life, important times. Maybe the birth of a sister or a brother, or and it is, I'm just going to touch on Lenny too, because like I keep mentioning, it's important that I think that we try and work on getting him. So is he employed at the moment?
Yes, he is employed. He works at a mechanic shop in the more industrial region of Brampton.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's good. And how long has he been there?
He's been working there for about 3 years now.
Okay,
Yeah.
so it
since
sounds
he
like
finished high school.
Wow, so it sounds like he has some real job security, and he has an opportunity there. That's good. That's a positive. That's a positive thing, that he is not facing any criminality right now, and that he's got a good secure job. I'm glad that will go good for him in the future. Hopefully we can get him to see some counseling, and you know, he can become a really active part of Jarvis's life. Does he have his own transportation?
No, he doesn't.
He doesn't at the moment, okay. Okay. And how close does he live to you?
Oh, he still lives in Brampton as well.
Okay.
It's about a 15-minute drive from my mom's house.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So it's close enough, but like you said, he is abiding by the restraining order at the moment. Okay, okay. Are you maybe, does he have any family that you are kind of close with? Does he have a sister or brother that maybe, you know,
Yeah.
could be an intermediary, is my thinking, right? So we're still honoring that. But I'm just trying to touch down the road with you, right? It's not today.
Yeah,
But,
he has his mother and his younger sister.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and you're
When I was living with him, I did see them quite frequently, but since our separation,
sure.
it kind of closed me out.
Yeah, families kind of,
They stick to
you
each
know,
other.
absolutely. But it's good to know that you do have a good rapport, and that you didn't leave each other on a. I mean, it wasn't obviously a great split, but I mean, it's not where you know, you're still at the point where you could both be amicable. Right?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. And I'm glad to know that we can maybe talk to his mom, and you know, maybe we can go through her. Okay, and while you're finishing that up, I just want to, I didn't know if you knew, what we will be doing is once a week at this time, if that's okay with you, and we'll put aside an hour every week to work on this. I think what we're doing here is good. What we're wanting to do is, I want to build a plan with you. Let's say over the next year, we're going to work together, and we're going to get you to where you want to be. We're going to get you into either education, or like I said, the internship or training or something like that. I want to, you know, have a plan for both of us, something that, you know, I want to get you excited about, and work on what makes you happy, right? Because if you're going to be happy, then everybody's going to be happy, right?
Yeah.
The whole situation. You'll be able to, you know, put some money aside over this time, and look into getting your own housing, right? So that's what I'd like to do with you, and just so you know that together we can make this a plan. Or young lady, you've got quite a bit of a critical timeline going there. So can we just, touch on that? Okay. We got here. Do you still stay in contact with your father?
We don't really speak much, you know, there's the occasional phone call around holidays.
Okay, okay.
Yeah,
So
once he remarried, you know, he definitely distanced
yeah,
himself
he
from us.
did and yeah, that bothers you, I'm sure, right? Absolutely, and yeah, that's a shame. Maybe we can, you know, maybe we can look into that. Would that be something down the road you would be interested in?
Well, yeah, I would definitely love for my son to know both of his grandparents.
Yeah, good. That was really my reasoning for asking you. I think that would be important for Jarvis as well.
Yeah.
And it's also important for us to be able to heal and to forgive, you know. There comes a time, and you know, our family is our family only once, and sometimes we let that go, and you know, then it becomes too late. So I'm glad you're open to that too. You sound very open, Doris. I think this is going to work really well for you. You're going to do this yourself. All I'm going to do is kind of point you in some directions, give you some places that I know, right? But you're very strong. I'm very impressed with that. And he's only at Windsor, so yeah, that's actually, I'd like to go on Okay, so you've known Lenny for about 6 years, eh?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So looking at this, I'm going to assume in childhood, high school sweethearts?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That's good. So at least you know what, you do have a bit of a lengthy history there too that I think we can build on. And it wasn't always rocky, was it? Was it
No.
Like, is this being on and off again, or?
Through high school,
Yeah.
on and off relationship.
Yeah, and it was maybe, you know, just a part of him being a young man too, right?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the teenage boys, that's just part of the growing up process, right? So hopefully, you know, that's something else, like I say, we're gonna put in the plan, but I think what we've discussed here, I think, is a lot of positive. How do you feel? What would you like to start with first?
Well, I'm very hopeful, after having this conversation with you. I think that the most important thing would probably, setting up the bus pass and the food bank passes so that
Absolutely.
I can take some of the money from Ontario Works and provide that for my mother for also them to help support me a little more.
Sure.
And then definitely the training that you said, the skill training, so I can hopefully find a career for myself.
Okay.
Something that I can do for the rest of my life.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's important. Like I said, if you can find it, and it sounds like you do have it, and to find it early, you know what, that's a special gift to be able to carry that through the rest of your life, something that you love. Okay, so what I am going to do is I will have that. I've got a copy here too of your eco map and your timeline. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have a quick look at this, but I am also going to look into Humber College, okay? And I will have that information for us to be able to sit down and go over, and I'll be able to give you, hopefully some good insight to what's there. You can also Google it. But do you have access to the internet? I'm sorry, I didn't ask you that.
I don't have access at our house, but we do have a library close by that I could go and research at.
Okay. No, that's good. That's good. Maybe down the road. My thinking there was just maybe down the road we can get you some kind. Do you have like a cell phone that you could pick up? Can you pick up the internet if it was available at the home? Yeah. Okay. Maybe because I think that'll be important too for you to research some of the college for yourself as well. Well, you know what? It's been a real pleasure, and I'm really looking forward to working with you, Doris. And like I said, I think you're going to do all of it. All I'm going to do is open some doors for you, and I'm going to put you there. I think you're really strong. You've got some good, strong social circle here that, you're starting to realize. And I think, it's just a moment. That's all it is right now. It's just a moment in our lives. All our lives are like roller coasters. Yeah. You know what? It's how we get up and how we challenge those, right? So I think, you've got a really good head start. You got a wonderful little son there. Everything, all the opportunities, I think seem to be there. So just as we close, because it is our first session, I'm just wondering, I've got just a little feedback form here for the client, if you wouldn't mind just taking a second and film that out, and that would be wonderful.
Okay.
Thank you so much. I'm really happy here to see your circle has got a lot of strong people. And Mom's willing to support, that's really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what I would do if I didn't have her.
Yeah, that's extremely important. But like I say too, that'll be something else too that I will have some information on, is some daycare. Even if we can, like I said to you, get you an hour or two, 1 or even 2 days a week, right? While we do the setup and we do all the preparations, just to give you somewhere, maybe you can hook up with your friend Victoria, right? And be able to have a cup of coffee or something.
Yeah, absolutely. That sounds
Okay.
wonderful.
Well, wonderful. Thank you very much. Like I say, it's been a pleasure. I really enjoyed it, and I hope, you know what, I know we're going to get there. I know. So I want you to be positive, and once again, everything is confidentiality here, so you know what goes, you have absolutely no worries to.
Yes, I definitely feel much more confident in how my life's going to turn out after hearing all the resources that are available.
Good, good. That's what we're here for. That's what we're here for. Good. I look forward to seeing you next week.
Absolutely.
Thanks. Okay.